Your child pushes the plate away again. The carrots are too orange, the rice too sticky, the chicken the wrong shape. You've tried everything, bribing, hiding vegetables, negotiating over every bite, and still, 3 safe foods. There is pure panic at anything new. You wonder, what am I doing wrong? Here's the truth. You're doing nothing wrong. Because picky eating isn't about food. It's about the nervous system. And in the next 10 minutes, you're going to learn why your child refuses food. The Japanese parenting rule that removes mealtime battles completely. A 5-step method you can start using tonight. Let's dive in. So if it's not about the food, what's really happening in your child's brain when they refuse to eat? When your child says no to food, it's not defiance, it's fear. New foods bring new everything: textures, smells, colors, temperatures, sounds. The brain says unknown, unpredictable, unsafe. And the moment we say, just try a bite, you liked this yesterday, you can't leave the table until you eat something. The amygdala, the fear center of the brain, kicks in. Once that switch flips, appetite shuts down, curiosity disappears, and flexibility vanishes. Not because they're stubborn, but because their biology won't let them move forward. This is why picky eating gets worse every time we push. And here's the thing. Most of us have been taught to push. It's what we know. It's what our parents did. But what if there was a completely different way? Let me show you the difference between how most of us approach picky eating and how Japanese families have been doing it for generations. The standard Western method goes like this. We divide foods into categories: healthy versus unhealthy, good versus bad. We use rewards. 3 more bites and you get dessert. We hide vegetables in smoothies and sauces. We negotiate. Okay, just 2 bites then. And here's what happens. The child learns that some foods are so terrible, they require bribes to eat them. They learn that mealtime is a battlefield. Now imagine a completely different scene. In Japan, food is presented without judgment. Children eat what the family eats: miso soup, rice, fish, pickled vegetables, tofu. But here's the critical difference. There's no pressure to eat any of it. The food simply exists on the table. Available, present, neutral, no bribes, no battles, no just one bite. This approach is rooted in shokuiku, food education. The goal isn't compliance, it's connection. So what makes this work when everything else fails? Let me explain the simple but powerful rule behind it. This gentle principle is called seed planting. A food can be on the plate, but the child doesn't have to eat it, not even once. Just see it, smell it, exist with it. No pressure, no just try one bite, only presence, only trust. Now, I know what you might be thinking. If I don't ask them to eat it, they'll never try it. But that's where the science gets really interesting. Here's what researchers have discovered. A child's sensory system is still maturing. Their taste buds are actually more sensitive than yours. Research shows it can take 15 to 20 exposures before a child even considers tasting a new food. Not 15 to 20 bites. 15 to 20 sightings. The more often something is seen, even without touching it, the less scary it becomes. So instead of threat, fear, shutdown, refusal, you get familiar, safe, curious tasting. Safety precedes appetite. And studies from Cornell and Penn State confirm. Pressure backfires 100% of the time. The Japanese approach works because it removes all pressure, and with it, all resistance. Now here's how you actually implement this at your dinner table tonight. Let me walk you through the exact 5 steps you need to follow. These aren't complicated, but each one matters. Step 1. Serve regularly, without pressure. 1 safe food plus 1 exposure food. Same plate, same table. No goals. No just try it. If your child only eats pasta, put pasta on the plate along with roasted broccoli. Don't say anything about the broccoli, just serve it. The key, serve the exposure food every 2 to 3 days. Consistency builds familiarity. Now, once the food is on the plate, here's what you need to change about how you talk at the table. Step 2, remove pressure language. No comments like, just try it, you'll like it, or good job eating. Instead, talk about your day, something funny, weekend plans. The goal, food becomes background, not battleground. One mother named Sarah told me, the moment I stopped commenting on the food, my daughter started exploring on her own. It was like I'd been in her way the whole time. This brings us to the hardest part for most parents, letting go of control. Step 3. Let your child lead the interaction. They can poke, smell, squish, move, or ignore it. All of this equals progress. Here's what genuine exploration looks like. They look at the food, they move it closer or farther away. They touch it with a finger or utensil. They smell it even if they make a face. They lick it or take a tiny bite. Each stage can take days or weeks. That's normal. If they throw food, remove it calmly. I can see you're done with that. No anger, just a boundary. Now, when your child does start interacting with the food, your instinct will be to celebrate. But here's why you need to resist that urge. Step 4. Celebrate curiosity, not consumption. Notice without pressure. Oh, you smelled it. I see you touching it with your fork. That's it. No good job, no now eat it. When we praise eating, we make it about performance. When we notice curiosity, we make it about their own exploration. And then, when you least expect it, Step 5. Let taste happen naturally. When their nervous system feels safe, they'll taste without being asked. It might take 3 exposures. It might take 30. Every child is different. Marcus, a father of 1, shared his experience. We served sweet potato for 3 weeks. My son ignored it every time. Week 4, he picked it up and smelled it. Week 6, he ate an entire serving. I would have given up after week 2 if I hadn't known this was normal. Now, even with these 5 steps, there are some critical mistakes that can derail your progress. Let me show you what to avoid. I've seen parents do everything right with these 5 steps, and then sabotage their progress with one of these 4 mistakes. Mistake number 1, praising too much. Great job trying that, creates performance pressure. Instead, stay neutral. A simple smile is enough. Mistake number 2, asking questions. Do you want to try it? Every question is a spotlight. Instead, silence. Let them lead. Mistake number 3, inconsistent exposure. Serving a food once and giving up. Instead, serve it every few days for weeks or months. Mistake number 4, using the 1 bite rule. This still creates pressure. Instead, 0 bites is acceptable. Presence is enough. I know this all sounds good in theory, but does it actually work in real homes with real kids? Let me show you. These are messages I've received from parents who implemented this exact approach. These aren't perfect families. They're families just like yours. Lisa, a mother, shared her daughter Emma's story with green foods. My daughter refused anything green for 2 years. I started putting a single broccoli floret on her plate at dinner. I didn't mention it. For 3 weeks, she ignored it. Then she picked it up and smelled it. A week later, she licked it. 2 weeks after that, she ate the whole floret. Now she asks for trees at dinner. David, whose son has texture sensitivities, told me, "My son has sensory processing challenges. We started with foods on a separate plate, just existing in the same space. It took 4 months before he touched a new food. But now, a year later, he eats 15 different foods. We started with 3. And Jennifer described how her family dinners transformed. Dinner time was a war zone. I learned about exposure without expectation. By week 3, our daughter started asking questions about our food. By week 4, she tried chicken from my plate, her choice. Now dinner is peaceful. So if you're wondering what this will actually look like in your home over the next few months, here's a realistic timeline. Progress doesn't happen overnight, but when you know what to look for, you'll see it happening in small ways every single week. Week 1, they notice the food isn't causing a fight. Shoulders drop, breathing steadies. Week 2, they poke the food. Maybe laugh, maybe ignore. This is massive progress. Week 3 to 4, alarm drops. Curiosity rises. Week 4 to 6, a surprise nibble happens. You stay neutral. Month 2, more variety, more touching, more acceptance. Month 3, they sit at the table without food anxiety. And so do you. Remember, this timeline varies by child. Trust the process. And when you're tempted to give up, when you're 3 weeks in and nothing seems to be changing, there's one moment you need to remember. There's one moment that changes everything. When they say no, most parents tense up. Their jaw tightens. They feel the frustration rising. But Japanese parents respond with calm acceptance. It's okay to just look. No pressure, no argument, just safety. And when refusal is accepted, when your child realizes they truly don't have to eat, curiosity returns. This is the moment you reclaim peace at the dinner table. Because here's what this is really about. This isn't just about food. It's about trust. It's about connection. Your child isn't picky, they're protective, not stubborn and scared. And now they have you, calm, patient, safe. Think about what you want mealtime to feel like a year from now. Not perfect, but peaceful. Your child sitting at the table, relaxed. You eating your own food, not negotiating. Everyone safe, everyone together. That future is possible. It starts with one meal, one plate, one moment of letting go, planting seeds, growing trust, one meal at a time. You've got this. Now I want to hear from you. Leave a comment below. What's the one food your child refuses that you're going to start serving with no pressure? And if this helped you, share it with another parent struggling at mealtimes. Because sometimes the most powerful thing we can do is give up the fight. See you in the next video.